Well, here we are, not too far away from home here in South Dakota. We got a call out here to look at some stuff. So we'll show you around this place and see what we can find. This guy had quite a few old race cars. We'll show you some more as we look around the place. This one here is like a homemade tub. Look at the porcelain shell sign in there. I'd like to have that sign. Too bad it got turned into a floor pan. See, there's quite a few of these home-built race cars around the place. A couple more over here. Just all kinds of different stuff. A lot of it Ford. You know, the guy was mostly into Ford stuff. Here's another race car here. Quite a few race car frames. We're not really into that kind of stuff, but we'll keep looking here. Here's another Dodge pickup, D100, two-wheel drive. The wind out here is brutal. I've had some severe winds out here, and you see damage to a lot of things. Peeled that hood right back up on this Ford truck. This is wild here. This is a 60s GMC cab over. Don't see very many of those. See all the cows out there in the distance. We're out in the pasture. Here's an old rollback here. Another super cab Ford here. Seen better days. This is the rollback. That's a square body Chevy. Kind of a homemade bed on it. Here's a Starsky and Hutch style Torino. Looks like it had an engine fire. Front end's all burnt. Some more Ford trucks over this way. A couple old tractors here. This one looks like an Oliver, probably. There's something more up our alley. This is a 56 Ford truck. Another one at the hood tore right off in the wind, laying up against it. This is probably one that we're going to attempt to get. This one, we'll cut it off behind the cab and, you know, save the cab and front sheet metal. Another race car there. But as you can see, there's a lot of different things. So we'll dig out what we can today, and we'll let you know what we get. Chicago Coin Speedway. It's kind of a cool 50s, 60s game. Well, this is one area of the property here that saw a lot of damage from the wind. They say it was not a tornado. They don't really know. But you can see this Ford Ranger truck here just got crushed. It's an F-150, but it rolled it right over. It was up on the top of the hill, blew it right down in here. And you can see the grain bins. They're all down in those trees. They were up behind us up here. There's foundations for them up on top of the hill over here. But they all blew down here. There was 106 mile an hour wind, and it just wreaked havoc on this property a few years ago. But some of the stuff is still usable around, so you know, we'll just keep looking here, see what we can find. Okay, here's we're gonna do a little voiceover here. This is a Morris Minor, little convertible. It's a 1953, kind of a cool little imported car. It's a left-hand drive, this one. Got a Ford truck here. It's a super cab 70s truck. There's Parker walking by. Got a Dodge, 46 Dodge on the right. This is like a 49 or 50 Chevy 4-door sedan on the left here. This is a Packard. There's quite a few big cars here. There's a GMC pickup with the magazines on the top. There's a Buick. There's a Studebaker truck there, about a 1950 or so. In the back here, some other big 70s cars, some Buicks and Ford. This one's like a 65 or 6 Galaxy convertible. And we got here's the front end of that Packard. I believe that's a 53 or so Packard sedan. Here's the front end of that Dodge car. That's somebody started hot rodding this one. It's got a later V8 in it. There's the front end of the Chevy. You can see the visor on it and the grill here. Front end of the Ford there. That's a super cab, and this one is a Fairlane 500 there, that fastback car. Here's some close-ups of the Morris Minor details here. Been off the road since 1981. Pushing that Volkswagen out. And you can see the four-wheel drive GMC here. This truck got rolled at some point, unfortunately. Original paint looks like, but the cab is kind of screwed up on the top. That's a super cab Ford there. This one's the other side of that Fairlane fastback. Go back in the back corner again here, see what's back here. We got a flashlight, we can look in the back here. See what's back in the corner. This convertible is kind of cool. Ford Galaxy. Arizona plates on it. See what this truck is here. We got a flashlight, we'll bring it back in here. Kind of dark, but we'll see here. This one's a Diamond T. Kind of hard to see back here, but you can see the V-shaped windshield and the Diamond T hood ornament. Pretty nice truck. 40s Diamond T. Got the original tag there. Fulton, South Dakota. Not yet. Take a look inside here. Pretty good truck. Well, we ended up getting this Rambler out today. It's coming out here. It's kind of hard to see until it comes out into the daylight. This car has been in there probably 20 years or so. Here it comes. Little 60s Rambler Classic. There you go. Seeing some daylight for the first time in a long time. All kinds of tractors. Giant diesel engine there. Combines. Buick Estate Wagon. Another GMC similar to the color in the other building. Plymouth. Yeah, well, this would be a good parts car for that, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that truck that looks about nice.
Galaxy 500. Yeah. It's an amazing view off the top of here. You can see for miles. This building, the wind, we had 100-mile-an-hour wind a few years ago and it just ripped the end of this building right off. That's where that GMC pickup and that Buick wagon are in there, but they're in behind this machinery. So it's going to be a hassle getting them out. All kinds of cars down here in the hole. Impala 327 says on the fender. That one got a severe rear end at some point. Quite a few cars down here, but they're mostly just parts cars. Ford truck cab sitting upside down. Must have cut the roof off it, or either that or it sunk into the ground. Chassis here. There's a Cadillac. Two beer cans in that one. The Ford custom line. Looks like somebody needed a quarter panel off of that. Studebaker. Another Ford Galaxy. That one's full of beer cans too. There's a Dodge. Boy, somebody liked to drink, filled them up to the windowsills. Look at that. Beer cans right to the windowsills. Little Chevy car there. Another Impala. That one's filled right up to the sills too with beer cans. Wow. Couldn't imagine drinking that much beer. Yeah. Couple Mustangs here. Mach 1. Seen a bad wreck. Not much left of that one. There's a Mustang here. Looks like it rolled. This guy was a race car driver too, and you know, there's some race cars around here. Here's a Mustang race car. Look at the Pioneer Auto Museum, Murdo, South Dakota, right there on the trunk. There's some more truck cabs and stuff over there. Well, from there we'll go down to the other area. Well, we're down in one of their other buildings here. And this is a really nice F1 pickup here. See if we can walk over closer to it. I don't know that I've seen one this straight and this solid for quite a while. There's the hood for it. Story is somebody stole the rear fenders off of it while I was sitting here, but I mean, that appears to be the original paint. I don't know if it's an old state highway truck or why it's that kind of bright yellow, but when is the last time anybody's seen one that's that solid on that fender line? I mean, there's a little bit of pitting there, but no motor. We're gonna try to get this one, see what kind of luck we have. It's been a long process with this place. We've bought quite a few things over the years from these people, and this one was somebody else's, and we're trying to figure out if we can find out who had it and see if we can buy it from them. But look at the yellow paint on the floors. This is unusual. You don't see a radio in one of these very often. Nice header panel. Just a really solid pickup. Just you know, amazing, really. See what else we have over here. Get through these sticks and stuff here. What's the battle? Okay. This, like I said before, this guy was an old stock car driver, and this is another one of. This is a Ford that he had, a 55 or 6 Ford car that's been converted into a stock car. See the roll cage and everything. Just a really cool piece. This is a Ford truck here, 60s, 61 to 66 style. Cows are running off there. Kind of a cool Ford wagon here. Weeds are growing up around it. Ford pickup here. Sport Custom. The back end of that thing. It's wild. Little dots in there. There's a two-wheel drive. I don't see too many of those. Little Buick. Look at the side of there. It's called a Skyhawk. It's got an eagle on there. Fancy paint job. A lot of big 70s and 80s cars here. That's stuff that we don't really deal much with. We're mostly looking for either older stuff or pickup trucks. These little Honda cars. There's a big full-size Ford. Destination unknown. Don't panic. Not so close. There's a Dodge pickup there. Quite a few different Ford pickups and different cars. Okay, well here's the Rambler we pulled out. This is going to a buddy of ours in Ohio. You know, I've been sitting for a long time and it's going to go get some new life out there in Ohio. So I hope you enjoyed our video, and you know, if you want to see more stuff like this, subscribe, and we'll be doing a lot more of these types of videos.